Have you ever looked at someone and thought, oh my God, how did they become so successful? Or maybe you ask yourself the question, why am I getting the same results? Here is the answer. Your results, they don't happen by accident. Your results are created by your habits, and those habits become your program. Just think about it. Every single day, you are repeating certain behaviors. You wake up at the same time, you are going to do your exercise, you drink your coffee, you have your breakfast, you watch or read the news, think the same thoughts, make the same decisions. You react the same way, and over time, these repeated behaviors become your program. And that is the program that creates your results. So if you don't like your results, the first thing to look is not the results, it's your habits. None of us started with a blank page. We all grew up learning different habits from parents, from the school, from teachers, from friends, from people we used to work with. And without realizing, we picked up habits from these people. You know what they say, monkey see, monkey do. We copy what we see, how we think about money, how we think about life, how we deal with failure, how we respond when somebody is criticizing us, how much we believe in ourselves that we can actually achieve what we are dreaming about. And little by little, when you spend more time with these people, these new habits become your new normal. And not because they are right, simply because we are repeating them over and over and over again. Just think about how much time you spend with your friends, how much time you spend with people you are working with 40 hours a week, with your parents, or when you grew up, how much time you spent in school listening to the influence of your teachers. Let me give you an example from my own life. As you know, I'm from Hungary, so my first language is Hungarian. When I first started learning English, I was confident, but I wasn't good. I knew a few words. I could somehow, put together very simple sentences, but I was constantly translating everything in my head. And I was wishing that I would have more vocabulary. But then I moved to Ireland. And suddenly, English wasn't just something I practiced once a week. It had to become part of my everyday life. I had to order coffee in English. I had to go shopping in English. I had to go to job interviews in English. Having to speak English every single day, it just wasn't, there was no option B. Was I perfect? Absolutely not. Sometimes I didn't understand people. Sometimes they didn't understand me. Sometimes I made mistakes, huge mistakes, lots of mistakes. At the very beginning, sometimes, you know, maybe I was embarrassed, maybe I was a little bit shy, but I just kept talking anyway. You just going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to understand me. But every single conversation became a repetition of a new habit that I was building. Every conversation, this repetition was strengthening this habit. And eventually, speaking English stopped feeling uncomfortable and became my new normal, became my new program. And it wasn't because one day I woke up, you know, oh, I'm fluent in English now. No, because my repetition created my new program. And I think becoming an educator works exactly the same way. So many people are coming to me and tell me that they want to become educators, they want to start teaching, but when I ask them what they are doing every single day in order to reach that goal, in order to become an educator, the answer is very often, most likely, nothing. They are waiting. They are waiting to feel more confident, to feel ready, to have more followers, to know more. But confidence doesn't come first. The habit of doing something regardless, that comes first. Now, look at a nail technician. She's fully booked. She works with clients from Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturdays too, clients after clients, week after week, month after month. And she makes a good money. But eventually she reaches a ceiling. There are only so many hours in a day. There are only so many days in the week. There is only so much energy she has. So eventually there is going to be a ceiling in her earnings. And this result isn't just random. It's the result of the habits that she built. Her daily habits is treating clients. And those habits are creating the income that she currently has. Now, there is nothing wrong with that. It's a successful business. But if she wants to have different results, she can't keep repeating the same habits, because repeating those habits are going to create the exact same results she has now. And this is where the identity starts to change. Instead of spending every available hour treating clients, she spends her evenings creating a lesson plan. Instead of only posting photos of nails that she has done, she starts sharing educational content. Instead of thinking like a nail technician, she starts thinking like an educator. Instead of only solving clients' problem, she starts helping other nail technicians to solve their questions and problems and obstacles. Those are the new habits. And those new habits create a new program. And this new program is going to create new results that she actually wants. So eventually, she is no longer known as a nail tech with a fully booked diary. She is becoming that educator everybody talks about, the mentor, the person who helps other nail techs to succeed. And that's exactly why I created the Train the Trainer training, not only to teach people how to deliver a course, but to help them to build the habits of an educator, because educators don't just teach differently. They think differently. They prepare differently. They communicate differently. They lead differently. Those aren't talents. Those are habits. And habits can be learned. This is also true for the ChatGPT interview challenge. People think it's about answering questions and create content for social media. It isn't. It's about helping to see yourself differently. Because every time you reflect on a journey, you strengthen a new belief. You stop focusing on things you haven't done and you start recognizing everything you have already overcome. And that changes the way you show up. So here is what I would like you to do this week. Take a piece of paper, draw a line in the middle. On the left, write down current habits and be honest. What are you repeating every day? What is your average week look like? Because those habits are creating the results what you have today. Now go to the other side and write down the habits of my future self. If you were already the educator that you are right now just dreaming of to become, but let's pretend that you are her. What would you do differently every week? Would you spend your time writing a manual? Would you record an educational video? Would you mentor another nail tech? Would you practice public speaking? Would you start searching and learning different educational techniques and education psychology? Now, don't try to change everything once, but pick just one habit and start doing it and start repeating it until it becomes a habit. It until it becomes a part of who you are, because this is how change happens. One habit, repeat it consistently until it becomes your new normal. So I will leave you with this one question. Are your daily habits that you're currently repeating every day, are they creating a future that you want, or are they repeating your past? Because your habits create your program and your program creates your results. And when you change your habits, you don't just change what you do, you are changing who you are becoming.